Before you scroll away, stop for a moment. Think about the nights you sat in front of the TV, eyes wide, heart racing, believing every punch, every fall, every miracle comeback. These were not just wrestlers. They were heroes, villains, giants, rebels, and legends who shaped your childhood. Some made you cheer. Some made you cry. Some made you believe that anything was possible inside that ring. Today, many of those familiar faces are gone forever. Their voices are silent. Their music will never hit again. But their stories still live on. Watch this video till the end, because by the final moment, you will realize just how much these legends gave to us, and how much of them they left behind in that ring. Andre the Giant was not just a wrestler. He was a living myth. When he walked into an arena, everything felt smaller around him. Fans could not believe their eyes. A man over 7 feet tall, weighing more than 500 pounds, moving with a presence that felt unreal. Andre did not need to talk much. His size told the story. He became a symbol of impossibility, a man who looked like he came from another world. Behind the scenes, Andre lived with constant pain due to his condition, acromegaly, which caused his body to keep growing. Every step hurt. Every match took a toll. Yet he showed up, night after night, carrying the company on his massive shoulders. His match with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3 became one of the most unforgettable moments in wrestling history. When Hogan slammed Andre, the world stopped. Years later, Andre passed away quietly in his sleep in 1993. The Giant fell, but his shadow still covers wrestling to this day. Eddie Guerrero was pure heart, pure passion, and pure pain. When Eddie walked to the ring, fans felt his energy instantly. He could make you laugh, make you angry, and make you cheer, all in one match. His slogan, lie, cheat, steal, was playful on the surface, but behind it was a man fighting real battles. Eddie struggled with addiction, personal demons, and the pressure of fame. He fell hard, then fought his way back. When he won the WWE Championship, it felt like a victory for every underdog watching at home. Eddie showed that size did not define greatness. Heart did. In 2005, Eddie was found unresponsive in his hotel room. He was only 38 years old. His death shocked the wrestling world. Fans cried openly, wrestlers broke down on live television, and the industry lost one of its most beloved souls. Owen Hart was the man who could make anyone smile. He was funny, kind, and incredibly talented in the ring. Owen did not always want the spotlight, but he earned it with his skill. He could wrestle anyone and make it look easy. Fans loved his playful personality, his humor, and his ability to turn any match into something special. In 1999, tragedy struck in a way no one could have imagined. During a live event, Owen fell from the rafters due to a stunt gone wrong. The accident happened in front of a shocked audience. Owen lost his life that night. He was only 34 years old. Wrestling changed forever in that moment. Owen left behind a family, friends, and millions of fans who still ask, what if? His legacy is not about how he died, but how he lived, with kindness, talent, and heart. Randy Savage, known to the world as Macho Man, was intensity in human form. Every word he spoke felt like it came from deep within his soul. His voice, his eyes, his movements, all unforgettable. Macho Man did not just wrestle, he performed. His matches told stories. His rivalry with Hulk Hogan, his bond with Miss Elizabeth, and his unforgettable promos made him larger than life. Randy lived his character fully, inside and outside the ring. That passion came with a cost. Years of physical punishment and personal struggles followed him. In 2011, Randy Savage passed away after suffering a heart attack. The wrestling world lost one of its most unique voices. To this day, no one talks like Macho Man. No one ever will. The Ultimate Warrior was a force of pure energy. When his music hit, fans jumped out of their seats. He ran to the ring like a man possessed, shaking the ropes, staring into the crowd with eyes full of fire. Warrior felt unstoppable. Children believed he was invincible. His battles with Hulk Hogan became legendary, especially their clash at WrestleMania 6. Behind the scenes, Warrior was complicated, intense, and often misunderstood. In 2014, He made peace with the company, returned to the spotlight, and gave a powerful speech about legacy. Just days later, he collapsed and passed away. The timing felt cruel. It was as if he came back just to say goodbye. Warrior's energy may be gone, but his spirit still runs through wrestling history. Dusty Rhodes was the common man's hero. He did not look like a typical superstar, and that was exactly why fans loved him. Dusty spoke for the people who felt overlooked, unheard, and forgotten. His promos were full of emotion, humor, and truth. When Dusty talked about hard times, fans believed him because he lived it. He shaped wrestling not only as a performer, but as a mentor and creator. Many of today's biggest stars learned from Dusty behind the scenes. In 2015, Dusty passed away, leaving behind a legacy that goes far beyond championships. He reminded the world that you did not need to be perfect to be great. You just needed heart. Roddy Piper was chaos with a smile. He talked faster, louder, and sharper than anyone else. Piper did not need a title to be relevant. His words alone could start wars. Piper's Pit became one of the most iconic segments in wrestling history. He made fans laugh, gasp, and sometimes feel uncomfortable, and that was the point. His feud with Hulk Hogan changed wrestling forever. Piper brought edge, realism, and unpredictability. Outside the ring, he struggled with health issues and the long-term effects of wrestling. In 2015, Roddy Piper passed away in his sleep. Wrestling lost its greatest talker, and fans lost a man who never stopped being real. Paul Bearer was the face of fear. With his pale skin, dark eyes, and chilling voice, he brought nightmares to life. As the manager of The Undertaker, Paul Bearer helped create an aura that fans still talk about today. His presence made The Undertaker feel supernatural. Paul Bearer understood storytelling like few others. He knew when to whisper and when to scream. Behind the character was a kind man who loved wrestling deeply. In 2013, Paul Bearer passed away after years of health struggles. His voice may be silent, but his echoes still haunt wrestling history. Vader was a monster in the ring. His size, speed, and power made him terrifying. He moved like a man half his size, crushing opponents with ease. Vader wrestled all over the world and dominated wherever he went. Despite his tough image, those close to him knew he had a big heart. Years of wrestling damaged his body, and health problems followed him later in life. In 2018, Vader passed away after a battle with illness. Fans remembered him not just as a monster, but as a warrior who gave everything he had. Mean Gene Okerlund was the voice of wrestling. When you saw Mean Gene holding a microphone, you knew something important was about to happen. He had the perfect mix of professionalism and humor. He could stand next to the wildest characters and somehow ground them in reality. Mean Gene made wrestlers feel larger than life by reacting to them so perfectly. In 2019, Mean Gene passed away, and wrestling lost the man who helped tell its stories better than anyone else. Each of these legends gave pieces of themselves to entertain us. They traveled endlessly, sacrificed their bodies, and lived under constant pressure. They made us forget our problems for a few hours. They became part of our lives. When they left this world,